Nagarkoil. Over the past 2 days, we have gained valuable insight into the fundamentals of quantum computing and fault tolerant system. Today, we take an exciting leap forward into the synergy between artificial intelligence and quantum computing. Before we begin today's session, it is my great pleasure to introduce our esteemed resource person, Mr. Gerald Selvaraj, Principal Application Architect at Novo Nordisk, USA. Mr. Gerald is a seasoned technology leader with extensive experience in architecting scalable, cloud native platforms and driving digital transformation across Fortune 500 companies. He has played a pivotal role in implementing customer journey management solutions and deploying omnichannel platforms using Adobe Experience Cloud technologies. His expertise spans Java-based technologies, expertise web development, customer data platforms, and marketing automation tools. He is also highly proficient in AI, ML technologies, and cloud platforms like AWS, Azure, and GCP. We are truly honored to have him share his insight on the transformative impact of artificial intelligence on marketing technology and the prospective advancement through quantum computing. Welcome, sir. We are delighted to have you with us today. Before we begin, here are a few guidelines for the participants. Please ensure microphones are muted to maintain audio clarity. If you have questions, feel free to post them in the chat window during the session. These will be addressed during the interaction segment. Don't forget to fill in the feedback form that will be shared in the chat box towards the end of the session.
Now, without further delay, let us begin our technical session. We are thrilled to have with us Mr. Gerald Sikaraj, who will be taking us through the exciting developments at the intersection of artificial intelligence and quantum computing. Sir, we now hand over the session to you. The platform is yours.
Thank you. Good morning to everyone. Are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir.
Am I audible? All good?
Yes, you are audible.
Yeah, thank you. So, are you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for the introduction. So, the today topic is the transformative impact of AI on marketing technology and the prospective advancements through quantum computing. I know that all of you are going through some series of other sessions where you are learning about how fundamentally quantum computing works and how it is evolving on a day-to-day basis. So in this topic, actually, what I'm going to explain in more on like the application side, how quantum computing will help us to evaluate further into the marketing technology and how it will make more powerful on the artificial intelligence. So I just wanted to start with some few introduction. I know that you got a very well introduction about my complete the experience and other things. So I wanted to start with some few fundamental details. So by looking at this topic, right, you would have come up with some expectations. So before I wanted to start, just wanted to give some background. So in such a way that you can understand what I am trying to convey to you. The couple of points you need to remember that in this session, I'm going to explain about how the quantum computing helps in the marketing technology, how it's going to help further to get a business growth. And this lesson is not, it will not give a deep dive into the how quantum computing works. Rather than it will help you to explain about how it is actually using on the business. Okay, so the agenda here, the way I came up with this session is that I will start with the how the marketing business works with a detailed introduction of how the marketing concept evolved into the industries and what are the various type of marketing strategies are involved. Then I'll move to the marketing technologies. So when it comes to the marketing, how the industries are using the technology to run their marketing business. And we know that now the entire world is working on the artificial intelligence. But how this artificial intelligence can help for the marketing technologies and internally how it will help for the business. So that's what I'm going to touch on the following sessions. And in addition to that, we know that quantum computing also is evolving, but how that quantum computing can add more power into the marketing technology along with the AI, and it can take to the next level of the evolution. And also, I'm going to touch some of the points about how AI and quantum computing can complement each other, how it helps for each of the area to get a benefits. Okay. So though I mentioned about the topic is more on the digital marketing technology, but I'm going to cover a little more on how that quantum computing works on the other type of industries. Okay. And also who are all the early adapters who is currently building their quantum computing and what are all the benefits and what is the current marketing statistics and all those informations I will be covering for that. And at the end, I will end, I will conclude with, I know that all of you are learning about all those things, but how can you maintain your knowledge level or enhance your knowledge level to keep up to the level of the competitive market in a such a way that you can elevate your knowledge. So this is about the agenda. So feel free to ask any questions when I go through, or you can note it down, or you can hold on all your question at the end of the session. I can cover for all of your questions. So as I mentioned in the topic, the marketing technology is the one I'm going to cover how it works on the industry. Everyone knows that what is the marketing. Okay, so the marketing is the core part of the any business. But if you take any business, whatever that particular the business is manufacturing or selling the product, the marketing is the fundamental core element of the business. Without marketing, you cannot sell or you cannot maintain the product now. So you cannot run the business. The entire the business profit and other things are completely relied on the marketing. So the fundamental of the business marketing is that marketing is we know that it's a kind of it can belong to the individuals or the organization or the multiple organization or the government. Any part of the business is essential for anyone to sell their product and run the business. And what is the digital marketing? So using the business marketing concept, how we can sell or run the business by getting the profit of selling the products and other things. That's where actually it's coming to the digital marketing comes into the picture. So digital marketing has it's a very vast area. It has so many factors involved on that. So I'm going to go step by step and cover in each and every point. Okay. And so look at, I'm talking about the marketing, the business marketing or digital marketing. First, you need to understand that why are we talking about the marketing? Why actually? How much we need to know about how much it's very critical and very important in any of the organization. Look at this graph, which I actually grabbed from one of the statistics website. We are at 2025. So if you look at the 2025, the total the turnaround, like the business related to the digital marketing is a $472.5 billion, which is associated with the digital marketing across the globe. And every year, actually, it's growing like an exponentially. So when you look at the projected figure at the end of the 2033, it's going to touch $1.3 trillion values into the market. So this covers both online and offline marketings. So you know about what is the online marketing. The marketing business which runs through the online channels like email, SMS, social media, everything falls into the online. And offline is like more on the warehouses or stores where actually the business sells the product. So this is the key point where actually how the global the business marketing is like helping for the business to run the overall revenue and profit. Okay. So I talked about what is the importance of like when it comes to the money of the business, right? How it's important for the revenue perspective. But if you wanted to deep dive or like understand a little more about digital marketing, we need to go back like how it evolved. So look at this one. So remember that like whenever the business evolves, in order to meet that like when the business evolves, what will happen that it demands a lot now. So when the business demands, technology has to like support and help to grow the business. Both technology and business complement each other. If you look at this one, the way actually how the digital marketing evolved in the 1991, that's where like the World Wide Web, the internet was invented. So from that time onwards, like the digital marketing was like slowly like evolved. So when the internet evolved, obviously it benefited the business to sell all their products and everything into the internet. And when it comes to the 1994, the first time the industry started to use the clickable banner ad. So basically the advertisement on the website. So that is another like very important point where all the business like the business related marketing started to grow based on like supplying a lot of ads into the business the websites. Then when it comes to the 1996, this is where like the lot of like the new product companies evolved. I mean the Google, Yahoo, all those companies started to evolve on the product company. That's where actually the SEO. SEO is nothing but search engine optimization. So you know that, right? Google or Yahoo.com. If you go and search, you will come to know like a lot of like the informations. So that's where actually using that keyword search, the company promoted their business. That's evolved in 1996. Then actually the further Google evolved and actually they introduced a new product called AdWords. AdWords is another stepstone in the digital marketing which helped to grow the business further. Then in 2005, this is the very important like period in the entire industry. This is where like the Facebook and all the social media or social networking got evolved. And when the social networking got evolved, that's where actually the social marketing, social network based marketing took the business into the next level. Same way you can see that like the 2000 actually that though 2005 actually that social media network got evolved, but in 2010 all the industry started to use the social campaigning. And 2013, so this is the another important period in the history where the mobile was like started to um, dominate the market, the industry. And that's where actually the mobile first marketing started. So this is another the biggest evolution in the digital marketing. In 2020, this is where we are in now, the AI. So everywhere you will be seeing an AI. So the AI is help to evolve the business digital marketing into the next level. So which I will be talking more about in the upcoming slides. Yeah, so this would be giving how the technology and the business evolved together and giving a lot of growth into the all the business. Okay, so now whatever I shown, right, that was in the one way of looking at how the digital marketing evolved. But if you look at in a slightly different with a different set of data and what kind of how that the digital marketing was using the different types of tactics and platform to evolve. This one will help you. So in the last one, I explained where 1994, the time the web got evolved. So when the web got evolved, all the companies, they started to display the banners or build the website to promote their product now. Website, portals, or search engine based marketing, all those things were evolved on the 1994 time. That is called the web era or a click me era. But in the 1998, what happened? This is where the email got evolved. So they call it generally they call it as opt-in. The reason why actually that this is called as opt-in, when someone send an when the business is sending an email to the customer has to opt in. For example, if I'm running the business, if I want to reach out to the customer, I need to get the opt-in confirmation. It's called the consent confirmation from the customer saying that I'm okay to receive your email. So based on that, what happened, they start to reach out to the customer and engage the customer and run the business. So this is predominantly related to the email marketing and content personalization. Content personalization is nothing but promoting the business with the different types of banner, content, images, all those things. So this is the time where the CRM, customer relation management, CRM platform got evolved, and CMS, content management system, and commerce platform, the e-commerce platforms, all those were got evolved in the 1998. Then 2000, as I mentioned earlier, this is where social networking, like a Facebook, all other things got evolved. So this is the main area where social community network based marketing got evolved. So you will be seeing that the Facebook and others they release lot of APIs, and the APIs can be integrated with any of the organization or the company. From there they can post the data into the social media, and from there they can sell their product. And when it comes to the 2007 time, so this is where the entire world was dominated by the mobile apps and mobile websites. So if you look at an earlier, before this time, it was only predominantly used by the desktop or laptop computers. But when the mobile came, the reachability was the huge. So that is where it was an opportunity for all the business to use mobile apps and website to expand their business. Here, particularly that Android and iOS related products, how it uses the different types of apps to run the business. So The next one, in the 2012 time, this is where the another interesting things came, which is called proximity marketing. The proximity marketing is based on the location-based search. So you know that all the concept called iBeacon, or the wearable devices Apple Watch or any of the wearable devices. Let's take if you're entering the mall or a particular shopping mall. So based on the location, they can promote that what kind of product actually they wanted to sell. So this is the another stepstone in the digital marketing, which